Dear ones, welcome to the Indigo Rose Lounge. Today, we're going to look at the February FRAZZLE. This is about February 2026. And any of the indigos or awakened that have found yourself here in February 2026, having awakened, hopefully you know now there's nothing wrong with you, that you're simply receiving an additional stream of information, and perhaps you're still wrestling with that. Okay, there are a lot of things that go on in February. This month, there are cosmic alignments. There are all sorts of amplification energies going on. Energies from the cosmos, so astrologically. And then there are other traditions and beliefs that acknowledge that amplification. So not going to go into the details of all of them. There are a lot of them across many traditions. And what they all point to is that this month, in the middle to the end of the month, there will be a significant amplification of our receptors. So the sensitives, the indigos, you thought you were receptive before, you thought you were getting a clear stream. Well, wait for the middle end of February, because apparently, according to all of this information, and must be, there's a lot of it, we're going to be amping up our receptivity. And this comes in alignment with the vomit of all of this information about the dark doings of the cabal and their minions into public consciousness. So fortunately, since the pandemic lockdown days, many of us delved those rabbit holes, knew what that was, but even so, it's repulsive. This information that's spewing out is repulsive. You combine that with additional sensitivity, and you've got a problem. So, I want to encourage you all not to ignore. That's not what we're saying. Be aware of what's going on. Okay, this has been going on for centuries. This is a class of people, a group of people, actually, the origins go back to a specific tribe of people. But this is a group of people who went squonk at some point in history. They went squonk. They've been going squonk ever since. They have fulfilled their ambition to be the owners of everything in the world, and there they sit in their little thrones, and they're happy with themselves. Okay. Accept it, embrace it. That's what happened, move on. It's not about you in this moment. What is about you in this moment is that there are a great many people in the world who are as yet undiscovered empaths, undiscovered sensitives, people who have been either ignoring it for themselves, medicating themselves. They still closet. They closet spiritually perceptive people. And they are going to also be impacted by everything that's going on in February, and then this, fundamental layout of all this ugly information. What can we do? What can we do faced with this? What is it that we can do? And I'd like to jump straight into broadcasting here, because it's something a lot of empaths, indigos don't know that they can do. So we've got this great big satellite dish on our, imagine wearing a satellite dish as a hat. We're receiving all of this additional information from our spirit selves. We're translating it to a path, so we're a flare of some kind, whether it's sentient or clairvoyant or clairaudient, whatever we are. We translate this knowing that comes from our spirit selves into ourselves, and then we know something that didn't arrive through our five senses, but we still use the five sense pathways often. Well, what we also can do you know it or not, is we can turn that satellite dish around and we can amplify out. So if you take one emotion, let's take joy because it's just such fun. Take joy. So close your eyes, breathe deeply. Think of a time when you had joy, when you knew joy. Think of a time when you experienced joy. It could be in childhood, perhaps sometime in adulthood when you were just joyous. Think of a time, maybe pause, but think of a time when you were joyous and happy. Okay, got it? All right, wherever you feel that's strongest in your body, give it a color and now amplify it out. Let it grow, let it grow, let it grow up to the top of your head, down to the tips of your toes, down to your fingers. Just amplify that joy. Hold on to that joy. Amplify, amplify, amplify. Now outwards. Let's amplify that out into the world. Amplify that out. Imagine your auric being. Imagine that space all around you fills with that color, fills with that joy. And keep going. Keep going. Just amplify that joy out. Let it cover your entire, the property that you're on. Let it cover your whole neighborhood. Just push it out as far as you can. Can you feel that? Pushing that amplification of joy out as far as you can go. Oh, yes. Pulse that out there. Joy to the whole world. Literally. Yay. Push that out. Wow. Amazing. Okay, did you feel that? Now bring yourself back into you. There we go. There's the boundaries of your own self. You can do that. You can do that anytime you choose. You can grab on to an emotion or a frequency and you can find it in your own self and you can amplify it. You can amplify it out. And if you're a God person, I would really encourage you to include a prayer this month for humanity, for the world, because there are a lot of us out there as yet unaware empaths or sensitives who haven't yet realized what they're receiving or why or where from. And if we can just bring out more prayer, bring out more love, bring out more cosmic attention, get that concourse working, ask them, ask the concourse to help mankind through this month, please. It is going to be a shocker. It is going to be a tough one in so many different ways. And now's the time to ramp it up. Focus there. Focus on, you see, every time people highlight something like this and they say, oh, look at all this thick information coming out. And look at the cramming of it with all of these other. Okay, that's not our job. Our job is to sit here and say, okay, well, if people are going to be more sensitive this month, what is it I can do? What is it I can do? Not only for myself, but for everyone else out there. What can I do to help smooth this over? And there we go. I've just given it to you. Very simple meditation. If you're a Reiki student or a Reiki Master, just blast it out there. Blast out the Reiki. Send it out to anyone who needs it. Let's get through this February. Let's get through this February whole, awakened, comforted, and healed. And I also really encourage you find your peeps and maybe have a gathering or two and amplify the good. Really focus on and amplify the good. All right, dear ones. And as always, the answer is always love.